What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Fantasy Tap. We are back with our Listener League champion, Dan Seagrass. Dan, congratulations. You're taking this beautiful Kyler Murray helmet home. Of course. Thank you. Thank you for, tuning into the podcast, subscribing. Anybody watching now, it's pretty simple. It's not like we make people pay or anything like that. All you got to do, next year will be the same, is subscribe to the YouTube channel and then just DM us and say you subscribed. That was it. That's all he had to do. And he got chosen to be in the league, and now he won. Yeah. Automatically. So, yeah. Yeah, who do you want to see? Who do you want to see as the player next year? Who we get? Whose autograph we get or not get?
Spectrum of players. Something TJ Watt would be awesome. Something about him scream. Yeah, like a good, like a really nice defensive player prize would be something really awesome.
Yeah, that would be a good.
All right, yeah.
Because we haven't done a defensive player yet.
We haven't. We'll have to brainstorm a little bit and see what else we can come up with, but we'll throw that in the bucket. So let's jump in about do we want to go through over
the? We're having a little bit of. Okay. Yep, I think we're good. All right, cool. The technical difficulties are better. I accidentally had you guys on mute. Anyways, congratulations. Let's John. What do we want to ask him? What was your strategy going into the draft? Can you remember back that far?
So normally when I draft, yeah. Well, I have the same strategy when I draft. So I go heavy running back whenever I start out a draft. I normally double up on running backs in the first 2 rounds. I did change it up this year because in the 3rd round, instead of taking a tight end, I normally target one of those higher tier tight ends. I think I took a receiver this one. I'm pretty sure Diggs was my 3rd round pick. And
let's see. I'll pull up the I'll pull it up right now. We'll switch over to the draft. You keep talking. I'm gonna pull up the
but
draft.
It's also for me it's also by position though. So if I'm at the end of the 1st round, so say I pull the 10 seed or anything above a 7, like the idea in my head is to go receiver, like one of those higher tier receivers, because typically I notice running backs tend to be the first chosen in a draft, and then. So, I mean, at the cream of the crop at the end, if you can pull if you could pull like a Devontae Adams or any type of those higher tier receivers. But I normally, in every draft, I try to go running back.
Yeah, so
and
looking
then
at this
hopefully get a tight end.
Looking at this one, you ended up going Chubb, Diggs, Jacobs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 like that. So, and then.
What was my draft position?
You were pick number 9. Yes, you were pick number 9.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Jonathan Taylor was still there for the taking, and you didn't take him.
Oof.
Nobody could have saw that coming though. But yeah, so here's your picks in order. You went Chubb, Diggs, Jacobs, Cooper and Jamar Chase, Dak Prescott, Cortland Sutton, Dallas Goedert, Zach Moss. So you took the 3rd running back in the 9th round. Mike Williams, great pick there.
Great pickup in the beginning of the season.
Jalen Hurts in the 11th round. You could have. I mean, obviously hindsight's 2020. You didn't even have to draft Dak Prescott. I mean, you could have just rolled with Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was a total mistake on my part. I did not even draft him too. Yeah. I remember when I typed it in. I'm like, oh shit, my finger slipped. I forget who I was trying to pick, but ended up Jalen Hurts. But it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, definitely. Baltimore Ravens defense, Rondale Moore, and then Tevin Coleman to round it out. So let's look at how your team finished. What your roster was in the last week. Let's see. Let's get there. All right, so your roster, Dak Prescott, Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, both started for you. Okay. Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. So your top 5 picks, easy there. Dallas Goedert. You picked up Tyler Boyd. At one point, which is good because he played as your flex, and then you played the Chicago defense, which obviously defenses, fluctuate in and out. But they got you 24 points this week, and that pushed you over the top.
You could say you were a little carried by some of your plays this week, but hell, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, well, it's all matchups though too. They were playing the Giants, and the Giants can't stop anything, so they can't get anything going. So it was an easy play with them over the Broncos.
So let me ask you this: why did you go Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts?
I thought he was going to have a bounce back year. I mean, as a fandom aside, I thought that he was going to have a bounce back year. And
I'm just talking this week, not the year. I'm sorry, just this week.
So just this week. So I was on the fence about it. I was really on the fence about it because I'm thinking that that Jalen Hurts is going to go off in his matchup because he's against Washington, and I know he's going to explode. But with what happened last week with the Cowboys against Washington, I thought that momentum will roll into this week. And if they can get started early, if Dak can get on their first 2 possessions, if they score, they're going to start just hammering down teams. But if they don't score in the first 2 possessions, it's just trouble for them for the entire game. So I was kind of going on more gut and hope than what's like right in front of me with that. That was kind of a power play, hoping it was going to work out.
Right.
Not so much.
Worked. I mean, it definitely worked. Definitely worked.
It worked, but could have worked out better.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, shoot, you had the play of the week though, Jamar Chase. You started 2 Bengals receivers, Bengals receivers this week. Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and you left Mike Williams on the bench over Tyler Boyd. Can you walk me through that?
The way the Chargers have been looking right now, I think they're a mirage. They're not hitting on all their cylinders right now. They're taking some bad losses, and Justin Herbert he's a great quarterback. I don't think that they're the same team that they started the season out with. Looking the way that Joe Burrow's been playing the past couple games now, that kid's going to be a stud for the next 10 years. He's totally changed that whole team around. The whole demographic of that team is different. Their swag is different. So, and I know, and Higgins went off 2-3 weeks ago. Higgins exploded too.
Yeah.
So, I think Boyd's due. He's sitting on the waiver. He's just sitting there, and I didn't think I needed that many points out of him. I was just hoping maybe a touchdown, 5, 6 catches. There's something of substance, and then you got Jamar Chase, who put up 51, who just 266, 11 for 12 for 266 and 3 tutties.
Yeah.
Just went off.
Craziness.
Hell of a game.
I had more than 1 league too. I had him going in 2 other leagues.
And this wasn't just yes, you won by 20 points. However, PNW, he put up points. He put up 140 points. So it's not like you need to squeak by. You needed some studs. And obviously Nick Chubb didn't do it for you, but man, having Jamar Chase, how many leagues do you think he won people this week?
Oh my gosh, at least 15, 20.
Yeah.
I mean,
1,000.
1,000, yeah. So I mean, what a week. And like you said, back-to-back weeks. Higgins going off 1 week, and then absolutely going bonkers, and then Jamar Chase this week. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't have any shares. Didn't have any shares of Jamar Chase. I was one of those guys that was a little worried for him. Being drafted a little too high, and I was completely wrong on him. So, but that is fantasy. So, John, you have any questions for Dan? I mean, you need some pointers, don't you?
Maybe just a couple here. Questions, no. compliments, yes. If you look at his roster, he really only fluctuated a couple players around, which means he just had a very, very, very solid draft. Really hit it out of the park with Jalen Hurts and Mike Williams. And then congratulations on that Bears play for that defense. That 24 points, we know how quickly a defense can go from scoring, within 3 to 5 points, which is to 0 or negative. You would have got that. You would have been boned.
Yeah.
So smart play there, definitely helped you out. Just overall, congratulations on the season.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Now,
living up here. So I live in New Jersey. I'm condemned to listen to Giants radio nonstop, and I know that coach very well. He is so full of, he's just so full of his own stink, and that team thinks that they're getting better every day. They think that they perform at practice. That's a good culture. They're all about culture building up here, but they cannot stop a nosebleed, that team. So it's just easy to move the ball on them. They've been run on all year long. They've given up. They shipped it in, mailed it in. It's over for them. So it's easy to, if you need somebody to go against right now for a defense, anyway, whoever's playing the Giants, doesn't matter. Whoever's playing the Giants is going to roll them. It's every week. They got nobody. They have no offense. They have Mike Glennon now. You got long neck Mike Glennon, and then you got Jake Fromm. There's nobody on that team. So anybody against the Giants, play him. Doesn't matter.
Kenny Galladay's there. Saquon Barkley's there. They've got the best receiver in the league and one of the best running backs in the league, right?
Boy. Oh boy. Beautiful contract they gave him too. Gorgeous contract.
Seriously. Okay. I do hate now Kenny Galladay. However, I do think he's a good wide receiver. He just can't stay healthy. Can't stay healthy to save his life. So, whatever that is. And then Saquon, same thing. I feel bad for that guy. I mean, can't stay on the field. His body isn't holding up, and he's also behind a pretty shitty offensive line too. So I mean,
so they're already talking with more rumors. But there's been conversation now, as far as I've seen on ESPN, that the Bills have engaged with the Giants on trading for Saquon. That's their missing piece.
That'd make a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Miami, we like those injured players that are ready for a big contract.
Do not.
Will Fuller.
God, no.
How many games will Fuller get for us?
He had 65
10
total
snaps. Oh, was it 65? That's better than I was expecting.
He played the Raiders game. He played the Bills game. And I think that was it.
Raiders and the Colts, and that was it. Yeah, he got 8 targets. Hefty payday though. Good for him, man.
Yeah, just over $1 million per target. Crazy. I could do that. Yeah. So your road to the championship, pretty. It wasn't easy. The first week you played Astral, beating him 79-69. Very low scoring week. And would have lost to almost anybody else. So glad you played him.
Yep.
Then you beat the number 2 overall in Cops and Rogers. Smashed him out of the park. Didn't even have a chance. 153-114. And then finally, like I said, you beat PNW 160-140, man. Congrats on the season. What are you going to do with this helmet? Where are you going to put it? Do you already have a place? Are you going for Dak Prescott?
I got a place for it. I actually just ordered a case, and hoping it's going to fit around a nice little case for it. Obviously they just smashed my team, so I'm going to have to warm up to it a little bit.
You could probably trade it. You could probably trade it for a piece of Dallas Cowboys memorabilia.
I do have. I have a Cooper signed jersey, but haven't displayed it yet.
It's memorabilia and a trophy all in one. You don't trade your own trophies. It's like selling your Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, exactly. But I am going to hold on to it because that all it's going to do is appreciate in value, especially if that team gets to a Super Bowl. That thing is just going to go up and up, and that kid's going to have a good career. He's a good player. He's a good player. I don't know if Kingsbury is going to really pan out in the long term for him, but they're going to be a good team for a long time, and I do respect his play.
Yep.
I agree. You have to. Mike, show the helmet. Are you still screen sharing?
We'll show that. Yeah. Here, let me. We'll come back to us. Boom. Look at this.
Wow. Look at that thing. It's awesome.
Let's see that. Let's see that. Let's see that little kid's handwriting. I mean, the great quarterback's handwriting.
Tiny hands. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. Full size. Chin strap and all. Comes with the letter of authenticity.
Wow. It's awesome.
Purdy. So, yes, we will be sending this out to you this week.
Thank you.
Probably.
Yeah, of course. Very excited for you. Yeah. And last year we did a Tyreek Hill helmet. Anybody watching, like I said, it's pretty simple. Just keep an eye out. Follow the channel. And we'll let you know when we're opening up. It'll obviously be closer to next season. But we'll let you know whenever we do open up the contest and drawing. And of course, Dan, like we said, you get a free automatic entry into next year since you are the champion. Congratulations, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll have to defend it now. So we'll see.
Yes.
It's awesome.
If you do, you'll be the first back-to-back. So
Okay.
Hugh was unable to defend his title from last year. So
You was unable to make the playoffs, I believe. No, he made it, right? No, he did not.
He was the 7th seed. Remember, there's that
Just
big
barely.
Big three-way. So
We got Chris Brooks in the chat saying next year is his year. He did win our free league.
he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did indeed.
Brooks says Brooks also is riding high. He won 2 more leagues. He won the Vape Shop League and the 6-man Xbox League. So he's riding high.
I think he might say that he's an avid fan too.
Yeah.
Listens a lot.
Yeah.
But
yes, he is.
But no, it's actually really cool because he came in 2nd place in the listener league last year.
Mhm.
So
yeah, so close. I went 0-2 in my championships.
I didn't make one. I'm gonna be honest with everyone right now. I got kicked out of every playoff game within the first 2 weeks, either by an incredible Jamar Chase / someone else day versus me, or just nothing from my team. But it is what it is.
Jeez, I needed. Luckily, I didn't play Jamar Chase. I needed Nick Chubb, 21 points. That's all I needed. And yeah. So, anyways, all right, guys. Thanks, Dan. Thanks so much for tuning in with us or joining us. Congratulations again. Can't wait to send this out to you. Everybody in the chat, as usual, thank you guys. Brooks, Chris, both Chris's. It's Chris and Chris show. Thank you guys for tuning in. If y'all could do us a favor, smash that like button. Also, be on the lookout. I will say this. We're not going to announce anything on the live stream because John and I haven't talked about the route we want to go. But there is some news coming up. I will say that. There is some news about the show in the coming, would you say days or weeks, John? Days?
Let it happen.
Next week or so, I would say.
We're going to be playing during this offseason. We're going to be playing around with our formatting of the show and just trying to change it up a little bit and still figuring out the exact direction. But let us know if you guys notice that we're doing something different, you guys like it, and what you guys would like to see more of if you are listening, because we want to entertain all the people.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be
fun. It's going to be great.
So, anyways, Dan, again, thank you, sir. Congratulations. Everybody else, we will see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.